It's currently 5 in the morning. Today's the day we race
my 2019 Yamaha R3. I bought this with about 6,800 miles and drove it 2 hours home with, I mean, I had my license, but basically no previous experience riding. So I love this baby. I've ridden it just about every day since I've gotten it. I've already put on another 6,500, 7,000 miles onto it. I'm super excited to go and race for my first time this weekend. But yeah, let's get this thing track prepped and ready. So just about every organization is gonna make you tape up your signals, your headlights, your reflectors, and your taillights as well. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Unfortunately, I ran out of tape, so we gotta go to the store real quick. So this is what I'm thinking. Since I have a black bike, I think we do black tape instead of blue tape because blue tape looks dumb and everyone already does that. So black tape on a black bike, I think it would look pretty sick. What do you think? Bro, $4 for this little bit of wire. I got a safety wire up. My camera's for the footy. But anyways, safety wire acquired. No tape was acquired. They didn't have black, so I'm trying to find some at a different store. Well, now we gotta hook up the whip to the trailer. So let's do that. Probably hearing me breathe all up in the mic. There we go. Boom. Now that we got the whip hooked up, we gotta take the trailer out of the garage and load up the R3. Honestly, this trailer is a little bit overkill for just one bike, but I get to borrow it for free. I'm not complaining. Boom. All secure. Now it's time to pack up the goodies. We get some water, some food, and of course, the tools. We're also gonna adjust the shifter because when I'm wearing my boots, they're a little bit thicker on the soles. So when I go to shift, I have to rotate my foot like this, my ankle, and shift up. But with the boots, since they're this big, I gotta rotate extra to get it up. So we're gonna shorten this, make it a little bit higher so it's easier for my boots to get down and under. If I hate it, I can always just adjust it. Yeah, that should be good. Bum, bum, bum. Feel me? Great. Just gotta tighten it up then. So at this point of the video, I basically just stopped recording footage. I got all of the track footage on my camera, but outside of the bike, I was so worried about being on time for all of my practice sessions that I barely recorded any talking footage, and I didn't even bring my microphone. So I'm sorry about that, but I'll give you a little voiceover on kind of what's going down for the rest of the day. Here we are getting ready for the first session. Tires are cold, I don't have tire warmers or anything, so we're taking the first lap a little bit chill, making sure everything feels right, everything gets dialed in, including my tire pressures. That guy that just passed me is my #1 competitor in my class right now. Obviously, I'm racing in the lightweight class of 300 cc's. Everyone else today is kind of just on the bigger bikes. As you can see, we got the Aprilia right there, just absolutely dusting me in the straights. Obviously, my body positioning is pretty awful. I'm still learning. If you guys want to drop any tips in the comments, that would be much appreciated. Throughout the day, it gets a little bit better, but after reviewing the footage, there's so much for me to work on, and I'm glad that I was able to kind of depict out what was good and where I definitely could have improved. Feeling pretty comfortable on the bike, and then that happens. I went to the brakes in the middle of a turn,
way too hard and definitely learned from my mistakes. So that will not be happening again. Didn't stop me from keep going though. Started to push, body positioning looking way better on that turn. But I just ended up getting gapped on the straights. Catching up to him in the turns, and then boom, he just accelerates out. For the second practice session, I actually changed my DJI mount to the chest mount, which was unfortunately a mistake, but it kind of sucks because this view is absolutely beautiful. You can really kind of understand about the speed that we're going around the track, whereas when it's on the tail, you can't really tell. The organization that I raced with doesn't allow any camera mounts on your helmet, just for safety reasons, which is understandable. So I had to stick with the chest and the rear mount. Pretty good apex. As you can see, my camera started to rub on the tank itself, and you can see the vignetting in the top right corner from my ND faulty filter falling off. I actually lost my ND16 on the track, making half of the footage unusable. I'm still disappointed about that. So I ended up switching it back to the rear mount and throwing on a different ND filter. I'm gonna play out the whole race. You can watch the whole thing. It's only 4 laps. If you don't want to, you can just skip to the end. This is where we start for the real race. I'm lined up about 11th on the grid. And we're off. Obviously, getting gapped still. Almost got taken out. Pretty good into the braking. You can see the other 300 class right there. He's got his fully built race bike with Olin suspension. I talked to him for a little bit after the race, and we were chopping it up, having a good time. Passed a couple of super bikes in these corners. Body position still not great. I feel like my left turns are definitely a lot better than my rights, which is kind of interesting. There goes one of the instructors. here we are coming around the final corner, back onto the front straight. And I got passed by the Ducati that I passed many times. I ended up placing 11th, which is right where I started. You can see me counting off just to see what place I got. I did get second in my class, which I was pretty happy about. I lost to the guy on the purple bike that's fully track prepped, so not too mad about that. I would say successful day. We didn't crash. We had a little bit of a scare in the beginning, but quickly learned from our mistakes and had a great time. Definitely will be going back this summer. Thanks for watching.